following is a production of Watlington Shires and Pierce Productions.
Everybody, welcome. This is the Meeks Show at the Fall Sports Banquet, and we're just now getting underway with the. We're going to start with the cheerleaders, and this is Coach Co, the cheerleader sponsor.
School all day, and then go to that other sport, and then show up for cheer practice. It would start between 6 or 6:30, and then practice for a couple hours after that. They maintained spirit through practice. They were hardworking and showed a lot of team spirit. So I was very proud and very honored to be a part of their journey this year. I'm going to start with my seniors, Melody Kahn. Trista Britt. Anna Marie Amber. And Kylie Hubbard, and I have not seen her yet. We're working on that one. Our one and only junior, Jayla Tutt. And then starting with the sophomores, we have Lauren Causey. Julia Henderson. And then with us tonight, not with us tonight, is Galilea Rivelar and Bailey Miller. Several years ago, we had a student named Erica Parker. She lived that Rough Rider life. She loved and had such a life for Center High School, for all the sports that she was involved in, but she had a passion for cheer. She cheered outside of school. She did competitive cheer, and she loved it. She wanted to go to college and cheer. So her family started an award for her. It's the Laney Parker Award, and her cousin Skylar Causey, also a former cheerleader here at Center, is going to present that award to Trista Britt. Thank you.
Everybody, that was the Center High School cheerleaders. Now we come right to our second group to be recognized.
My name is Colby Spikes, and I am our head
volleyball coach.
This is Coach
here at
Spikes,
Center.
our volleyball
I have
coach.
the honor of presenting some awards to our girls tonight. But before I do that, these girls are incredible. They have had to come over a lot. We graduated a whole team last year, and this year started a whole team of sophomores. We were babies. We were young, everybody. It was hard. It was rough. We went through a lot of rough patches. But at the end of the day, they hung out and they stuck it out with me. Girls, I cannot thank you enough. I know it's been hard. I know. Between losing my daddy, y'all been with me, between having a baby and then having a sister, and during practice on sick days, y'all had to help. I mean, it's been a lot. So I truly appreciate each of you for those things. But like Ms. Coe said, these girls go from school to softball practice, or to volleyball practice, to tennis, to cheer, and they're involved in everything. They work hard. They never let anything come above them, and so I'm super proud of each of you girls. The first award that we're going to do tonight is Academic All District. This award is an award that is presented to our athletes who maintained a 92 average and above. Our first one we have is Emerson Wolf. Academic All District, Fallon Mackey. Academic All District, Lauren Causey. Academic All District, Caroline Diaz. Academic All District, Journey Smith. The next awards that will be presented are our All District awards. These are voted on by the coaches within our district. So we have no say. These awards are presented to the kids that make these coaches remember who they are. When we walk in, they say, "Oh, I remember her. You know, she worked hard, or she was young, but she's got a lot of talent, or that kid's going to be something great one day." Our first one that we have, honorable mention, All District, Destiny Arsenal. Honorable mention, All District, Emerson Moore. Honorable mention, All District, Kalasha Johnson. Second team, All District, Michaela Patton. Second team, All District, Fallon Mackey. First team, All District, Lauren Causey. And whenever the first team, All District, came out, the exact words I got was, "I beat Skylar," and was so excited. This kid worked extremely hard for this one thing, and she tripled her stats from last year. She did incredible, and I'm super proud of all your hard work for her. The next award that we have are our Pillar Awards. These pillars is what builds our athletic program. Our first one that we have is ownership. Ownership meaning that she wasn't a starter, but she found a way. She took ownership in the fact that she wasn't the best, but she found a way to be on the court. And this goes to Destiny Arsenal. The second one that we have is grit. And I know who you all think it should go to, but I've got a better one for her. This one is Michaela Patton. This one is she is a blessing. She has relations, and she has process. This kid has worked so hard. She met me, or when last year here in volleyball, she said, "I'm going to do it, Coach. I'm going to make it there." And I dug it. She did. She made it. She worked hard. She has loved me and my baby. She has loved everybody on this team. She puts a smile on everybody's face. This is when everybody walks in and it's not a good day. Emmy Kate's going to make it a good day. Emmy Kate's going to find the positive in everything, and I am truly blessed to have you. Our next one is relationships. Kalijah is going to be our relationships. Kalijah is the joy to all of us. Now, Kalijah does some stuff that gets us all in trouble, but that's the relations that she's building with all of us, and we're super proud to have you, Kalijah. The last one that I have is process. At the beginning of the season, we went to a camp, and she didn't perform. She was not what we needed at that time. We came back home, I put her on JV. She worked, she did everything she needed to do to get better. She had to learn to believe that it was going to be there, of what she had to do to get there. And this is Julia Henderson. Sorry. This kid has worked incredibly hard to get here. She went from being a JV with us to being our only setter. And when I tell you, the girl took a chewing, she took a chewing, and she stepped right up and continued to work hard. So, I'm very proud of you, Julia. Thank you for all being here tonight. I appreciate it. We are excited for our future as Lady Riders. We have a big season coming up, soon to come. We will be a team full of juniors with all returning. We did not graduate anybody. So when the time comes, come watch our Lady Riders perform, and we appreciate you. Thank you.
So what do you get with Sabine State Bank? Well, Steve Waters and his staff, they know you. They know you by name. And they celebrate the successes when they finance your dreams. But Sabine State Bank is also a fully modern bank with 24-hour online access to your accounts and services ranging from teller services to some of banking's more complicated things. Looking for a place to grow? It's Sabine State Bank.
All right, it's time for our next group. This is our athletic trainer.
I have the pleasure of introducing the team behind the team. So each year I've been here, our group of student athletic trainers has grown in numbers and in skills. This year we are up to 15 wonderful student athletic trainers. I think I counted 11 of them in the building tonight. So we'll go ahead and bring them all up on stage. We had 3 seniors, Delacia Gregory, Genesis Odom, and Ali Vidri. Abigail Robledo and Alexis Bob Ramirez. months to leave. Every one of these kids had at least 1 or 2 7 a.m. shifts throughout the season. They are responsible for doing a lot of the setup beforehand, a lot of the breakdown after, managing things like weight charts, going through camps in the summer to be CPR and first aid certified. I literally could not do my job without them. They're a lifeline. So we have some specialty awards. So attendance and dependability. So they literally get a schedule every Sunday night. Once we get the work week for the week sent out, I'll make sure everything's covered. They'll get their assignments for the week. And we had 2 outstanding individuals who I don't think missed a single practice or event. And that would be Miss Radiance Lister, who's not here with us tonight, and also Erica Felice. I'm giving an Attitude and Enthusiasm Award to a young lady who always has a smile on her face. She's very liked by her peers and also all of the teams that she works with, and that is Miss Amber Hammond. I have an Extra Mile Award for another young lady who I feel goes above and beyond. She covered more junior high events than anybody else this year. If there was something open on the schedule, she was texting me and asking if she could go cover it. And that's invaluable to our program. So that one's going to go to Alice and Lopez. I've got 2 excellent work ethic awards for 2 of these kiddos who I don't know if they could get any better. So they are always there, they take initiative, they make sure that everything that they do represents what we are doing to the fullest of their ability. When I say take initiative, like we have certain things that we know we're supposed to get covered, but they would come in early. They would make sure they didn't have to be asked to do anything. They just got it done. And those 2 are Miss Fatima Cortez and Stephanie Traylor. We also have a leadership award this year. And so we have 3 people who I call the leadership of the program. Arturo stood out to me this year as one that was most well received by his peers, and he was able to talk to them in a way that got through to them. And I think he was just a really stand-up guy throughout the entire season. Thankfully, he gets to stay with us next year. He'll be a senior in the program. So leadership award goes to Arturo. And our last award is our Student Athletic Trainer of the Year. That's going to be Miss Allie Madrid. So she's been with me since we got here. She is the first one to finish our CTE pathway. She earned an industry-based certification this year, which she worked really hard on throughout the year. She has been a leader all 3 years, even without a title. She has a sense of initiative that I don't know that we'll be able to replace. So that's me with that. All right, that's our student trainer group.
So many things get started at Pizzeria. You start your party off with a pizza from the pizzeria. You get your celebration started. You get your season started. For a lot of us, our passion with pizza started at the pizzeria, a tradition since 1960s. It's the Pizzeria just off the square in Center.
Everybody, welcome back. Don't see it on our camera here. Coach Meeks is headed to the podium. This is the Coach Rick Meeks Show. Again, tonight there's a special event. We are covering the Fall Athletic Banquet. We've seen the cheerleaders, the volleyball,
awards, there's a lot of people that I want to make sure I thank.
and the trainers.
First and foremost, foremost, I want to start with the coaches' wives. Thank you very much for sharing your time with our coaches to allow them to work and our student athletes. That's a very unselfish thing. It's very tough being a coach's wife. So thank you very much for your time and allowing our men to work with our student athletes. Thank you to our coaching staff, the amount of time that we put in and the betterment of our kids. It's a lot more than the game, whether it's volleyball or football or anything else throughout the year. As we work trying to get them to understand life through the vehicle of athletics, I want to thank our coaches for the time that they put in every day. To the parents, you're inconvenienced the most in things that we ask and the time, because we expect a lot out of our student athletes, and so a lot of times you're the one that's inconvenienced. Whether it's getting them up here early, waiting in the parking lot late. So I want to really thank you for that. And thank you to Ms. Tracy Bellin and Kara Gregory for the time you put in this year in organizing the locker room, organizing meals, making sure the adopt-a-rider was squared away. That was a lot of added time to your day, so thank you very much for that. Ms. Sandra Solis, who keeps everything rolling in the athletic department. Our board of trustees, our administration, I want to make sure I value them very much for allowing us to run the athletic department and doing what we know is best for our kids. Our maintenance and transportation, Jesse Ruiz, Berto, Bradley White, those guys working and getting things ready for us in the stadium, after games, throughout the week, getting things set up. Miss Amanda Kirby making sure transportation is ready to go. Our booster club, the amount of extra that they help with us throughout the year, and our committee with the Booster Club. Big thank you to Chris Wallington and Stephen Shires and the time that you put in, not only with football, but all the sports, making sure our student athletes are streamed for when we're not able to make it to events. Doesn't matter the sport. You guys are there making sure they are well represented, so thank you for that. Ms. Christy Cohen, our cheerleaders, thank you for your support. Mr. Smith and the band, can't forget DJ Jesse on Friday nights, keeping everybody in the game. And then Ms. Tina Burns and her staff tonight, appreciate your time making sure our meal was ready to go and serving everybody. So there's a lot of things that go on behind the scenes. I want to make sure everybody, and hopefully I didn't forget somebody, but if I did, I'm very sorry. So I'm going to run down the list right here. I want to recognize our 2024 Center Rough Rider football team. As I call your name, if you will come down front, kind of in front of the jerseys. We'll start on this end and work our way across. And then I'm going to do something else with the seniors as we come up. Number 2, TJ Bellin. Number 3, Timothy Johnson. Number 4, Gage the Dream. Number 5, JoJo Ratcliffe. Number 6, Brandon Mr. Barnes. Number 7, J.K. Rogers. Number 8, for Caden Robinson. Number 9, Jason Villegas. Number 10, Caleb Mosley. Number 11, Easton Wolf. Number 12, J.K. Barnes. Number 13, Tiki Robinson. Number 14, Josh Smith. Number 15, Grant Gregory. Number 16, Christice Barnes. Number 19, Omar Bacinas. Number 21, Cody Atkinson. Number 22, KJ Hill. Number 23, Josue Rafael. Number 24, Noah Thompson. Number 25, Bryce Lee. 26, Keith and Horton. 27, Pablo Wachapa. Number 30, Quincy Simmons. Number 31, Ethan A. 32, Jeremy Bluford. 34, Caleb Handy. 35, Jaden Lane. 45, Kenneth Stone. Number 50, Eric Arroyo. 51, Caden Nutt. 52, Francisco Seferino Morales. 54, Jace Radney. Number 55, Jamie Jenkins. Number 57, Zach Caraballo. 58, Jamarius Canton. Number 60, Jackson Sanford. 65, Keaton Siegler. Number 70, Peyton Fountain. 77, Brian McDonald. 79, Ja'Cory Smith. All right, I'm going to call our seniors out one more time, and if you guys, when I say your name, if y'all will then just come on this front ledge. All right, number 2, TJ Bellin. Number 3, Tim Johnson. Number 5, JoJo Ratcliffe. Number 6, Mr. Barnes. Number 7, J.K. Rogers. Number 10, Caleb Mosley. Number 13, Tiki Robinson. 14, Josh Smith. 19, Omar Bracinas. 24, Noah Thompson. Stay right there. What was that? 25, Bryce Lee. 34, Caleb Handy. 45, Kenneth Stone. 52, Francisco Seferino Morales. 65, Keaton Siegler. And we got the whole stage. All right, these are 2024 Rough Rider football seniors. There'll be a lot of things said about these 17. I know a couple of them are absent for the remainder of the night. But one thing I want to make sure I touch on, these guys were coming into high school when I started 4 years ago and didn't have a whole lot of success in 7th and 8th grade. 9th grade, we won a couple games. I think we won 3. And then on the JV, they were 500. I think we went 5 and 5. It might have been 5 and 4 if maybe we didn't get one game in. But these guys exemplify our last pillar in our program, and that's trusting the process. Be where your feet are. Control what you can control. They didn't worry about looking behind them. They didn't worry about looking ahead of them to create a lot of anxiety of what they needed to do to try to get to where they wanted to go. They trusted in what we asked them to do every single day. And because of that, they were able to do something this year that hasn't happened in 26 years, and that's complete a 3rd straight season of A+ wins. That has not happened since 94, 95, 96. So these guys, and I can't tell you how many people have said this to me, outside of, we always talk about our 4 walls. Nothing matters except the 4 walls in our locker room. Honestly, no disrespect, but nobody else's opinion matters outside of those 4 walls. It only matters about what we think and what we believe as a team. And a lot of people have made comments to me about the success we've had this year because, you know, we graduated some key players. We had to have some people step up, but when they believe in each other and they believe in what we do on a daily basis, then good things happen. The team is not ever about one person, it's about what we do together. And so very proud of these guys, very proud of the foundation they have laid for the athletic department and the football program for you. Thank you very much. guys from the all-district team. We will start, I guess I'm partial, we'll start on the offensive side. Honorable mention, wide receiver, J.K. Barnes. Honorable mention, offensive line, Ja'Cory Smith. Honorable mention, offensive line, Caden Nutt. Honorable mention, offensive line, Keaton Siegler. Second team, all-district wide receiver, Jeremiah Ratcliffe. Second team, all-district running back, Jason Villegas. Second team, all-district offensive line, Jamarius Canton. Second team, all-district quarterback, TJ Belling. First team, all-district offensive line, Jamie Jenkins. First team, all-district utility player, Grant Gregory. First team, all-district specialist, Jace Radney. We were fortunate enough to have two superlatives this year. Offensive newcomer of the year, Jeremy Bluford. Newcomer of the year, per our district minutes, has to be a freshman or sophomore. And our district offensive MVP, he was also first team all-district defensive back, Timothy Johnson. Honorable mention, defensive back, Gage Madreen. Honorable mention, defensive line, Francisco Seferino Morales. Honorable mention, defensive back, Brandon Barnes. Second team all-district, defensive back, J.K. Rogers. Second team all-district, inside linebacker, Easton Wolf. Second team all-district, outside linebacker, Caleb Mosley. Second team all-district, defensive lineman, Quincy Simmons. First team all-district, inside linebacker, Cody Atkinson. And first team all-district, defensive lineman, Jamarian Smith. You can see we're very, very well represented in our all-district District awards. Next, we had 2 of our players qualified for Academic All-State. To be nominated for Academic All-State, you first must be a senior of good moral character and have an overall grade point average of 92 or above all years of school, not just the first semester of your senior year. So we were fortunate enough to have 2 make that team. I know one of them is not here today. The second team, Academic All-State, was Kenneth Stone. And honorable mention, Academic All-State, Caleb Mosley.
And all that kind of stuff, but these guys work hard and they did a great job this year. This group only had 1 senior starter this year. Keith right there, y'all can see him. I don't know if he can see y'all or not. We had 1 junior, Jamie. Sophomores this year that they got starting roles at different times in the year. Some of them regularly, and there was one of them that started and was the main guy that I looked to and was just as important as anybody on the team, and that's Peyton Fountain right there, because he actually backed up at not only 1 position but 4 if you include left and right side and tackle, and he was a very important part of that. Corey Smith. What's your name? Caden Nutt. These guys really came a long way this year, and you'd like to come up and receive your award, or you can sit with your girlfriend. She can come with you. Like I said, Jamie's a junior, and he's really a very exceptional center. And if his girlfriend lets him play, he's going to do a really good job next year.
All right, any defensive linemen stand up, please. Dude, don't be, you're part of us too. Nut. Got to play a little bit. All right, just like the offensive line, this is the unsung heroes of the defense. These are the guys that whenever something doesn't go quite right, somebody gets away from us, scores on us, something breaks down. First person to get blamed, that dang defensive line. Not always the truth, but it is. And we learn to accept that, and we're going to make it better, and that's the way these guys play. These guys play a revolving door, meaning that they move the three positions we have on the front, sometimes four. They moved and played wherever they were needed. And one of the hardest working bunches of guys I've ever been a part of being a coach. Okay. With that, I'm going to be a little short with Coach Boucher, but I appreciate you guys and everything you did for us this season, and we're going to keep it going and move another step forward every year. So this year's recipient of the Outstanding Defensive Lineman Award. When I first saw this young man 3 years ago, I was going, sure he's not a receiver? Tall, spindly kid. Didn't know exactly what he could do, and from day one, he showed me what he could do. Young man was very much meticulous to everything he did, and he had a motor that never stopped running. Marty Smith, come on down.
Okay, this year I got the honor to present the Outstanding Defensive Back Award for this season. This year's recipient was chosen for not only for his play on the field, but also the things that he did, stepping up his assignments that he had to take on for us that made our team successful, also went into consideration of this award. Whether it was breaking up a pass or making a big hit, he even got the bone pressure award one time. This guy did it, he delivered it, okay? And as the games got bigger, his game stepped up, and you could tell how much it meant to him. And man, I hated for it to come to an end, okay? I really did. But all that considered, this year's award for the Outstanding Defensive Back goes to Mr. J.K. Rogers.
Tonight, I have the privilege of honoring a player who embodies what it means to be a force on the defensive side of the ball. This player doesn't just tackle opponents, he hunts them down with precision, power, and unrelenting drive. The Headhunter Award is given to a player who consistently shows fearlessness, aggression, and intensity when it matters the most. Whether it's breaking through the line, closing in on a ball carrier, or setting the tone for the entire defense, this player left an impact on every game that he played. His ability to disrupt plays and create opportunities for the team has been nothing short of remarkable this year. He truly brings that take no prisoners mentality to every single snap. So I'm proud and honored to present the Headhunter Award to Mr. Easton Wolf.
All right, today we celebrate the greatness of a truly exceptional running back. A player whose talent, determination, and relentless drive has set him apart from the rest. When we talk about the most memorable moments of football, it's often the running back who makes a difference, dodging defenders, breaking tackles, and turning what seems like a simple run into a game-changing play. An outstanding running back is more than just someone who carries the ball. It's someone who makes defenders miss with agility, powers through tackles, and knows exactly when to shift gears, leaving defenders grabbing for air. But what truly elevates an extraordinary running back is not just his ability on the field, it's his mentality. Great running backs are students of the game. They study their opponents, read the field, and anticipate the defensive schemes before they unfold. They are always one step ahead, always pushing to improve, always working to refine their craft. Their vision is unique, seeing holes open before they even happen, and having the patience to wait for a perfect moment to explode through them. But it's not just the flashy runs or the long touchdowns that make them great. It's the consistency, the ability to grind out yards when the game is on the line, and the willingness to take the hard hits when the team needs it the most. Every run is an opportunity, but it's the great ones who know that success isn't always about the glory. It's about putting the team first, blocking when necessary, and setting up plays that make everyone around them better. A truly outstanding running back is a leader by example. They set the tone for the offense with their work ethic and inspire the teammates to rise to the challenge. They play through pain and they keep pushing no matter the circumstances, showing that true greatness is not defined by a few moments of brilliance, but by the consistency of effort and heart over time. And every yard gain and every touchdown score, they remind us of the beauty of the game. And every setback, even tough losses, they teach us the importance of perseverance. Today, we honor not just the stats, but the heart, the resilience, and the character of an outstanding young man who will leave an inevitable mark on the game and whose legacy will inspire future generations. And that young man is Jeremy Bluford.
Coach Atherton. Got me following up after that. I come to present the Most Improved Player of the Year award. This award, when I learned who it was, it really made me feel some type of way because I've seen this young man play since he was a freshman, and practice after practice, day after day, he came and he gave everything he had. This award is proof, that effort pays off, that resilience matters, and that belief in yourself can go a long way. Your transformation this season didn't just elevate your own game, but it made our team stronger. Improvement is not just an overnight process, and success is not just a destination, it's a journey. And you had a long journey, and I feel like it made me better as a coach also. And this year's Most Improved Player, I want to thank you for showing us what's possible when you combine hard work with heart. Congratulations on this well-deserved award, Brandon and Mr. Barnes.
Versatile, able to do many things, flexible and all around. I get the honor to give the award to the most versatile player we have. Not the most versatile, but one of the most versatile players we have. Guys, we have a lot of kids on this team that are doing many things for us. But this one right here, when I saw who was the honoree, I mean, I can speak on this kid for a long time, but I mean, he's a kid that played on both sides of the ball for us, started on the defensive side, but when we needed him on offense, he came over, played hard, did exactly what we needed him to do. There was times when, he just come off a long defensive series, and I need a tight end. And I go to him, he'd be tired, he's like, Coach, I got you. He's a kid that no matter what you needed, he was willing to do what he had to do. Physical run blocker, could catch the ball when you needed him to. This year's recipient, Grant Gregory.
I'm gonna present the Newcomer of the Year award. So I can say a lot about this kid because since he was a little dude, I'm talking chubby, I'm talking he got dreads and everything. Quiet. Now I don't know what it is, talking to storm. He walk behind you, he gonna talk all day. No matter where, everywhere you hear him, you gonna see him. So I like to just tell him hey, keep working. No matter what you do, it's always gonna be working wherever you at. So always remember, the bigger it is, the harder it is to stay up there. Always to remain at the top, remain humble, and give to God. I'm presenting to Snooty Candy.
I'm going to present the award for the Defensive MVP. My recipient tonight is one that, is a natural leader in the middle of the defense. Prime example of his importance to what we need on the defensive side of the ball goes to a rematch to the same team in the first round of the playoffs. And seeing the point total go from 72 to 20. Just the presence and the attitude and the mentality that it takes to play on that side of the ball, he brings it in practice. He's not just a Friday night player. Our defensive MVP, Cody Atkinson.
Good evening, I'm Coach Horton. I have the pleasure to present the Offensive MVP Award tonight. I don't want to make it a guessing game, so I'm going to do a little different. I'm going to go ahead and ask you to stand. Would you please save the applause to the end? It was really hard to be around you when I first got here 3 years ago, if you want me to be honest. But it has been a blessing and a pleasure to watch you mature, not only as an athlete, but a young man. TJ, stand up. No applause, no applause. Extremely talented, gifted athlete. Who can make plays on the ground, hands are out in the air. Over the last 3 years, man, you've showed a level of resilience from being bounced around from quarterback to receiver, back to quarterback. So to that, I tip my hat to you, TJ. You showed great things on the field. You picked apart defenses with your pinpoint precision. You pulled the ball down and scrambled and made plays down the field still. You helped lead our offense in a great way, man. And like I said, for that, I thank you. Let's talk stats. Man had 28 rushes, 4 touchdowns, 122 completions for 2,200 yards, 25 touchdowns, and only 2 interceptions. All right. 96.2 QBR, your offensive MVP, my guy, TJ Bell.
All right, our 2024 team MVP. I'm sure everybody has the guess. But the one thing I want to make sure I touch on before I bring Tim up here is back to what we talked about when I had all the seniors up here. Tim is a young man that over the course of 4 years has really grown up, turned into a leader in our team. When he was a freshman, probably even sophomore year, we're trying to figure out where he's at. Having to run him down, may or may not have been in practice. But then you fast forward 2 more years, and he's here before school, getting an extra workout in with Coach Ellis. He's here on Saturdays and Sundays, taking care of his body and prepping and continuing to strength train. He's at practice. He's in all 3 phases of the game: offense, defense, special teams. Couldn't get him off the field, and just the growth and coming into a leader matched with the talent that you have has been pretty awesome to see. So thank you for that. But there's no question that our 2024 team MVP and what he brings to our team is Timothy Johnson.
Coach Ellis, and I have the privilege to present the Iron Rider of the Year. Just getting here, I got to know these guys pretty well. The standard for the Iron Rider is a lot of measurables that go into the weight room with strength, various exercises that are applicable to on-field performance. And all these guys work hard. The standard to get to be an Iron Rider, this guy has set that standard pretty high. I challenge each guy to try to catch his numbers and what he's doing. But the great thing about this young man is he does a great job in the weight room with all of these things, but he applies it in competition. And that's the biggest part of what this is about. And the Iron Rider of the Year is Cody Atkins.
Awards are our pillar awards. I get the opportunity to give out the ownership award. We emphasize the pain of discipline over the pain of regret. This year's recipient, again, was one of my members of my position group. Man, he's a strong leader. As a senior, he took ownership of the position. Obviously he got hurt he had a couple times he got hurt throughout the year, but he always maintained a positive attitude. The kids followed him. He encouraged the kids. He's very quiet, but when he spoke, it meant something to the kids. He took pride in the position. He's a great student, and most important, he's a very respectful and hardworking young man. This year's recipient is Tiki Robinson.
so what, now what? I mean, pretty much is what it is. No matter what happens, no matter what obstacles are in your way, you're expected to overcome it, and you're expected to get the job done. This young man showed grit throughout his daily life, not only during athletics, but from a hectic academic schedule to a physically grueling assignment on the football field, waking up every morning for 7 a.m. treatments just so he could get himself through a practice, not only to a game, but just through a practice. If you look at his physique, you look at him and say receiver, defensive back, safety, corner. But that's not the case. This young man became a terror on the defensive side, playing outside back, chasing down the ball carriers as they try to get to the edge, disrupting quick screens on the perimeter, and setting the edge versus oversized tight ends and fullbacks. When he got the smoke call, when he got the smoke call, that's definitely what it was in the backfield from a sack or a tackle for loss. I admire this young man's work ethic, his attitude to always figure it out, get it done. The definition of grit, your Mr. So What, Now What, Caleb Mosley.
Relationship award goes out to a young man that is very respectful, cares for others, is a great teammate. I don't have enough good things to say about this guy. He's a kid that really could have a future in the game of football if he goes to work, and he is working now, but continues to work and get where he needs to be. He's a guy that is really, a lot of these, I don't know anybody that doesn't like this young man, just let me say that, and I love him to death. But he's the type guy, I've had to go get him off the field several times during football games, and it was never because he was involved with an altercation with another team's player. It was because he was taken up for one of his teammates and would get really upset. He was really, you can mess with him, but don't mess with one of my boys type deal. And, just a great kid. He's also the defending champion at the weekly offensive line of the week pancake breakfast, and you fix to see why. Jacory Big Jack Smith.
Process pillar. We have two recipients tonight. Trust in the process, be where your feet are. I know I touched on that earlier. Can't look in the rearview mirror. We tell our guys the windshield is bigger than the rearview mirror. What's ahead of us is much more important than what's behind us. But we can't look too far ahead because that's going to create anxiety because maybe we're not where we need to be yet. And these guys experienced a lot of adversity through their 4 years of high school, maybe potentially not being where they wanted to be, but through hard work and trusting the process and trusting their teammates and trusting their coaches, good things happened for them. They became two very important players for us on the defensive side of the ball. And had they not done that, then we would have had holes on the defensive side this year. So their time eventually came, and by them waiting and continuing to work and continuing to put in the time, then great things happened for them this year. And once again, they were extremely important to us. But our two recipients for trusting the process, Brandon Barnes and Francisco Seferino Morales. All right, a couple things. Thank you for being patient with the pictures. Now, as many as you want to go take, I'll stay here until you want to take all of them. So parents, please take as many as you want. I'll stay here until you leave, and then I'll leave. Seniors, make sure you take your banners. The football banners are on the table over there. Please take your banner. All right, that is for you to take and to keep. Once again, thanks everybody for being here tonight. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your input and what you bring to our athletic department. You have a good night.
All right, everybody, that wraps up the 2024 Fall Sports Banquet here. Again, brought to you by Pain and Pain. Such like we're here from them, and we'll be back to wrap this up.
The Big Red Hardware Store. Pain and Pain Hard. So what do you get with Sabine State Bank? Well, Steve Waters and his staff, they know you. They know you by name. And they celebrate the successes when they finance your dreams. But Sabine State Bank is also a fully modern bank with 24-hour online access to your accounts and services ranging from teller services to some of banking's more complicated things. Looking for a place to grow? It's Sabine State Bank. So many things get started at Pizzeria. You start your party off with a pizza from the pizzeria. You get your celebration started. You get your season started. For a lot of us, our passion with pizza started at the pizzeria, a tradition since 1960s. It's the Pizzeria just off the square in Center.
All right, everybody. So that was it. That was our banquet. We have, of course, our team MVP, Tim Johnson. We saw our offensive lineman of the year, of course, was Mr. Jamie Jenkins, the center. Defensive player of the year, of course, Cody Atkinson. Versatility player of the year, the sergeant. And here comes Chris Watlington, is walking up from attending to his class just in time for the conclusion of our event. Well, what timing you have, Mr. Watlington? Hold on just a second. Why aren't we working there? Try now.
For the exciting conclusion. How about that? I had no idea it would be this.
We had a surprise for team MVP.
Oh yeah. Hey, I have somebody bugging me. Just a second.
Okay. Well, he should get a set of headphones. We have an extra set of headphones.
Oh yeah, we're always interviewing Pat Adams.
Yeah.
So what was the surprise?
Oh, Tim Johnson was team MVP.
That's stunning.
Yeah.
Stunning. Have we gotten to talk to him?
No, we have not. You literally it just ended. Yeah.
Well, let's go to break and pay some bills, and I'll go find him.
We've been paying bills. We've done good. We'll take a quick break and we'll see who you can't find, Chris Wallington.
All right.
And we'll be right back.
You know that Ace Hardware of East Texas is all the hardware you need, but there's a lot of other things they have too. Fun things for your camping trips. Fun things to wear when you go outside. For the 4th of July barbecue, to the house warming in the fall, to your Christmas shopping and clothes for all year long, it's Ace Hardware, the helpful place of East Texas. Rough Rider basketball sponsors include Abundant Love Ministries, Come Worship With Us, Fast Tax Service, Get Your Taxes Done Fast, Bird Forestry, Your Forest, Their Focus, Tomlin Insurance, your progressive insurance dealer, and Andrews Construction. See what Ricky can do with your kitchen or your bathroom. These sponsors are proud of the Rough Riders and Lady Riders.
Hi, we're back. Sorry about the look who we got. We got the team MVP. It was a stunning
development.
Stunning election. Let me ask you, for me, of course, I only saw football once a week. You lived it and breathed it, but how far away does football season seem? Because I know you're so in the middle of basketball now. Does it seem like a month ago, or does it seem like last year or something?
I mean, it seemed like a month ago, but it went by quick. Like,
yeah,
they said it was gonna go by quick, but like I ain't expect it to go by that fast.
Was it like other seasons in the past, or did your senior season go by a little faster?
This one went by a little faster, and it was more enjoyable.
Really?
It was my favorite season.
Well, I guess so. I mean, you rose from being an important part of the team to the star of the team. I mean, you had a remarkable year. Have you had enough time to sit back and kind of look on that and go, dang, that was pretty good?
Yes, sir. I think about it. I probably think about football season every day.
Really?
It's just these people I grew up with, playing with them since I was a kid. So
Sure.
It's sad a little bit to like see everybody grow up and do their own thing.
I knew you as a basketball player 3 years ago. And you play football. We're 100 yards from you, and you're wearing a helmet. I can't really tell who you are except for your number. So I know that it's obvious you enjoy basketball, but it was Marmar said easy. Football was his favorite.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you that.
Yeah.
I mean, have you put on a football helmet for the last time, or do you think that might be something you may do in college?
I want to do it in college, but like if somehow I'm able to play both as one college, I'll do that.
Mm-hmm.
If you have to choose.
If I gotta choose, basketball.
Really? Okay.
Smart.
I like basketball.
But see, because I tell you, a basketball player, you remind me of Jatarius Evans. I told you that before.
Yes, sir.
And I begged him. You know, he went and played safety at a couple two or three places. SFA. And,
SFA.
And then
ULM.
You're the ULA. One of the ULAs. And but I mean, I just thought he should have played basketball. And I think you too. I think it's a lot healthier.
No, that's true.
But you could probably do both, I imagine, or
Yes,
either
sir.
one.
Well,
That's what I'm gonna try to do.
I hope
maybe.
you can. I hope you can. This was about football, so I have one more question for you about football, and then whatever the counselor has. But what was the moment in football, if you had to choose one, that just really makes you smile? That was your favorite? I don't know if maybe it was a practice or a bus ride, but what moment during the season was the high point for you?
Maybe North DeSoto game, just to see how it was last year and how it is this year.
Yeah.
Oh, that was just from the team standpoint. But I can't remember. Was it Dangerfield? It was some game where you just owned the guy across from you.
Probably Spring Hill. That was probably
Spring Hill. I think that's right. Yeah.
That was the game I broke a record.
Yeah.
At some point, that guy probably went over to his coach and said, I can't do this. This isn't fun, coach." that guy, he's a lot faster than me. Okay, switching over to basketball, unless you have.
No, that's good.
Because you have a game tomorrow, and it's kind of a big one.
Yes, sir.
The last game against Madisonville was a strange one. They only had 6 people. They were small in comparison to a lot of the other teams. They just wouldn't go away. I asked Caleb Mosley about it this morning. He said, Mr. Washington, I was on the floor and I don't know what happened. So
they shot 70% from the three-point line.
Yeah, I mean, how do you explain that one?
It was just we underestimated them as a team. I'll be honest. I mean, I just thought. Well, I ain't think we all thought that it was just finna be a little easy game and stuff. It just happens sometimes.
Yeah. And at what point did you realize? Oh.
About second quarter.
Okay.
It was a tie game. We was up by 1. And then I knew it was going. But we was in that position like last game. I knew we was going to find a way to finish the game, but I didn't think we would lose. But things happen.
They do. And I mean, maybe it's a wake-up call. It was right there at the end of the first half of the season, and if if you win every game from here on out, you're state champions. So maybe.
Right. Ohio State got beat by Michigan.
Yeah. So,
go back to football, and that kind of spurred them on.
Yeah.
Are you looking forward to it? I mean, we're looking forward to a deep playoff run. We're looking forward to getting into the regional tournament and busting through that barrier that even Octavius and Jatarius couldn't get us past. We think you can get us past that.
That's what we're trying to do this year.
Yeah.
I hope it go that way.
I do too. And you're a fun team to watch. Just so you know, the playoffs haven't always been set up the way they are now, but we've had some teams. I wish you could see film, except for there isn't any film. Alvin Davis in '83, that team. That was an amazing team, but just like all the other good teams that get to the playoff, we get to the Sweet 16, the regional round, when there's 4 teams left in the region, and we've never gotten past that.
Yeah.
I don't think ever in the history of the program. Might this be the year?
I think so. Maybe.
Okay.
I think we got a good chance this year.
Well, I will remember you said that because that makes me smile. Yeah. That's the MVP of our football.
Well, we got him. What I mean,
he may be our only interview. So
well, that's true, but I mean, it's good. He's talking. We've caught him when he's not out. When he's not have played an entire game.
That's true. Not out of breath.
Whether football, basketball, or baseball. Do you play baseball? Have you ever played baseball?
No, sir. I might play this year though.
Okay.
I'm decent.
Give it a try.
Mm-hmm.
I bet
you can do that and track. I mean, that's.
I'm gonna try.
Okay.
Just because it's like my last year.
Sure.
Yeah, why not?
And you have a pretty good baseball coach over there.
Yes, sir.
So just talk about, Coach talked about it a lot, about this. Like you said, we knew you, coming up through the basketball. But in football, Coach talked about how y'all didn't have a tremendous amount of success at sub-varsity. And, is it just simply trusting the process and it just when did it click?
Like when my freshman year I first got in high school, I ain't really think like sports is what I wanted to do.
Really?
It was other stuff like going on at the time. But like when I realized like how good I was and the people around me, they supported me at what I do, I just started like going like extra days in and working on it a lot more. Like probably around 10th grade summer or around there.
Okay. Because it certainly seemed like you kicked in a different gear about that. Of course, you also grow too. I mean, you're a lot different person when you're a junior than you are when you're a freshman. But,
yes, sir.
Well, that's great. It's been what we do is we set up a lot of equipment and we run our ignorant mouth, but basically we're fans. We get to watch the game.
No, I'm glad we got this. Because this is where I get all my highlights from. Like, when I come back, I watch the games. And
I'm Chris Watlington, and I supply Johnson his highlights. I'm the highlight man.
Yeah,
Congratulations tonight. Well earned, and we're looking forward, like I said, basketball. We're looking forward to the second part of the district and starting tomorrow night and going to Bullard. So
it's a long trip. But we look forward to it.
We finna get the win tomorrow.
Okay. You heard it here first.
That's right.
Here at the banquet. Brought to you by Payne & Payne Outdoor and Homeware and such like. And we're going to get to talk to Coach Meeks. He's usually busy.
I don't know. We'll see if we can't round him up.
We're going to break. When we come back, we'll either have him or we won't. Thank you, Tim. Thanks for the time. All right, we'll be right back.
The Big Red Hardware Store, Payne & Payne and such like.
All right, everybody, welcome back. It's the Rick Meeks Show with Hiram Harrison, and we have right with us here Coach Hiram Harrison.
Yep, I'm right here.
Looking nice.
Thank you.
So, what did you coach in football this year? Was it secondary? Were you in the secondary?
I was a secondary. I was the freshman coach.
Oh, the freshman coach.
Yes. I was designated as a freshman coach.
Did you enjoy that?
I did enjoy that.
Yeah.
It was wonderful.
Why?
Because
what's cool about that?
It's cool that we practice in the morning from 7:15 to 8:30, and I was done. I didn't have to go out there in the afternoon.
Well,
It's hot in the
yes,
afternoon.
hot in the afternoon.
It's hot in the afternoon, but I had some kids I had to deal with for my other job.
Yeah, that's
after
true.
School.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's an interesting job. That's kind of, you get them like that. I used to get them as an adult, but hopefully not. But well, that's interesting, Coach. And well, let's go ahead and let's talk about basketball for a couple minutes. We got Bullard coming up. We defeated them. There was kind of a nip and tuck game until, if memory serves me correct, about 4 or 5 minutes left, and we kind of got some space and pulled away.
Yes, we did.
I think you said it in our post-game show. They're going to have some excitement because of our loss to Madisonville. It lets them
What we
them back
didn't realize when we had you on the headset is we had the 1-point loss. They were in Hudson and a 1-point win.
I mean, by 1 point.
It must
That's
have been
correct.
dramatic and exciting. So they're going to be riding high.
They are, and it's going to be exciting over there, and I can't wait to get over there. We've been talking today, doing practice. That it's going to be a great atmosphere to play basketball, a playoff atmosphere. So we just got to get ourselves together mentally, and I think we'll be okay.
What'd you learn about Bullard the last time we played him? What sticks in your memory?
Well, they shoot the ball very well. We did a good job on that number 0.
Yeah.
With 3, 3 came in and hit some shots, and we knew he could hit some shots. And TJ stepped up the second half and kind of defended him. But we just got to remember our defensive rotation and get there a little bit quicker.
The defensive rotation was at the heart of what happened in Madisonville, right? You were telling us about that, and then you elaborated off the air. Without giving away any trade secrets, tell us about that rotation.
Well, we just can't, on strong side balls, driving right, we can't leave the guy in the corner. And, we left the guy in the corner 3 times, and they knocked down 3 threes. But, we played that game with a heavy heart. And it was a tough game. And, I just think the boys were thinking of other things.
Sure.
And that's to be expected. But we just got to go and take care of Bullard tomorrow, and I have no doubt that the boys are ready to play.
That's great.
All right.
Well, we are the last people in here besides folks that are cleaning the floor. That's usually the cue, Coach.
Yeah.
Well, my cue is when the lights go out. The lights not going out yet, so they'll be cleaning until the lights go out, I guess. We
will be on the air around 6 o'clock tomorrow for the pregame show brought to you by Chrysler Dodge Jeep. We'll bring the girls, and just maybe this will be the game that instead of losing by 2 or 3, they'll win by 2 or 3. We've been so close.
No. They've done a great job all year. They just hadn't
Hadn't
finished the
worked for 'em.
game yet. But Coach Smith does a good job. He's missing Coach Luss, and she does a lot for him. Derek came home to not home, but he came to Longview's hospital.
Mhm.
He's been in Dallas all this time, but you know she does a good job. Oh, Coach Parker's doing a great job.
Sure.
With him and for him, but
And he's also has lost 2 starters, which is kind of on a 5-person team. That's hard to
That's
come
2
back
fifths.
from. That's how it is. That's right.
That's right.
Always will be. So, Coach, we look forward to seeing you tomorrow. For those of you that were tuning in tonight, thank you for being a part of the banquet. Let everybody know that it's here for grandparents and nieces and nephews that missed it. It'll be right here at NetSN. And thank you for doing all the work, Shires. I just got here.
No, you set it up. You set everything up. You did a great job.
Did I?
Yes. It was awesome.
It's a first for everything. So tune in tomorrow with us, and we'll see you then.
It's on the Bullard.
That's right.
All right, on the Bullard.
We thank you for watching the Aurora Concepts postgame show. We have a big thanks to our postgame sponsors, Dairy Queen, Wyndham Family Dental, Wiggins Family Farms, Center Motor Company, JBA Financial, and Tammy Steptoe Realty. And of course, Aurora Concepts, who says, let us take care of you. Stay tuned for the Batters Law Firm Final Scoreboard live from the Bowles Feed Blimp. We'll see you next week. Until then, it's first down and 7 days to go.
The
The proceeding was a presentation of Watlington, Shires, and Pierce Productions. We hope you have an awesome and blessed night. God bless America, God bless our troops, and God bless each and every one of you.